Humans have adapted the genetic traits of plants and animals to their needs for millennia. This was first done through selective evolution, then accelerated by genetic modification (GMO) technologies. Genetically modified animals and plants. Domesticated cows have been genetically altered to yield more milk and meat. Holstein cows were bred for high milk output. Belgian blue cows. The myostatin gene was modified. They have excessive muscle mass yielding more meat. Chickens. Breeds that lay more eggs and grow faster have been created. Broiler chickens are an example. Bantam chickens. Some chicken breeds were miniaturized and bred for decorative purposes through selection. Cats and felines. Domestic cats, different breeds like Sphynx and Persian, were created through selection. Hypoallergenic cats. GM cats that do not cause allergies have been bred in laboratories. Liger and Tigon are animals resulting from the artificial mating of a lion and a tiger. Laboratory mice are organisms specifically modified for genetic research. Lab mice with enhanced intelligence. GM mice were created to increase brain activity for research purposes. Glow-in-the-dark mice and fish were genetically modified for research to gain the ability to glow. Horses and equines. Different breeds were bred for racing, cargo, and agriculture. Zebroids is a cross between a horse and a zebra. Humans artificially bred these hybrids. Dogs are one of the earliest domesticated animals. Selective breeding of wolves created shepherd, hunting, and decorative dog breeds. Domesticated pigs. These pigs were modified to improve meat quality and growth rate. Genetically modified salmon. Certain salmon species were GM to grow faster. Corn. This small, hard-seeded plant was bred by humans into a large, soft-grained form. Genetically modified corn. Modern corn is genetically resistant to insects and herbicides. Dark-colored corns. Blue, red, purple. Humans bred different colored corn varieties through selection. Cereals, vegetables, and technical plants. Wheat. More productive and disease-resistant varieties were created through millennia of selection. Modern wheat is genetically very different from its wild species. Cotton. GM versions are more tolerant to insects and diseases. Sweet potato. Natural variants were made softer and tastier by humans. Wild almonds. Some natural species are poisonous. Humans made them edible through selection. Coffee. The coffee plant, initially bitter and harsh, was made soft-tasting and caffeine-optimized by humans. Mint, basil, and other spices. Humans have selected these plants for millennia to make them more fragrant and tasty. Hazelnuts and walnuts. They were small and hard-shelled before. Selection made them larger with less shell. Decorative and rare plants. Blue roses and tulips. Blue roses and tulips are rare plant species created through genetic modification. Bioluminescent plants. Created via genetic modification, mainly used for decoration. Color-changing flowers. Some flower species were genetically modified to change their colors. Lemon. Lemon was artificially created by hybridizing citrus fruits. Lemon originated from bitter orange and citron. Wild lemon. It was more bitter before. Humans sweetened it to make it more useful. Orange. It did not exist in nature. Humans created the orange by combining mandarin and pomelo. Pomelo hybridization with other citrus fruits. Selection of pomelo and other citrus fruits created grapefruit and new varieties. Tomato. It was smaller before. Humans evolved it into large, juicy, and varied color forms. Purple tomato has been genetically modified to be rich in antioxidants. Broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and regular cabbage are different artificial forms of the same plant. Chinese cabbage and radish varieties, they were different before, but humans combined them to create new flavors. Banana. Wild bananas were small and full of seeds. Humans evolved them into larger, seedless, and tastier forms. Strawberry. Modern large strawberries originated from hybridizing two different American species. Watermelon. Watermelon, previously small and seeded, was made large and seedless through human selection. Apples. Wild apple species were small and sour. Humans transformed them into sweet and large forms. Date palm. Sweeter and larger varieties were obtained through selection. Mango and papaya hybrids have been selected to obtain sweeter and larger fruits. Predictions for new species that may emerge are: hypoallergenic dogs and other animals, farm animals resistant to extreme heat or cold, GM pigs creating organs not rejected by the human immune system, animals producing medicinal proteins in their milk or eggs, plants resistant to drought and desert conditions, fruits and vegetables with higher vitamin, mineral, or protein content, plants that naturally produce their own insect-fighting compounds, decorative and functional trees usable as street lighting. This list can be further expanded. Human impact on nature is increasing through both selection and modern genetic engineering. If GM continues at this pace, what new animals and plants might be created in the future? This list is long because many plants and animals have been modified by human intervention. Most modern food products exist as a result of thousands of years of human selection and modification. Are these genetic changes beneficial for humanity or dangerous as an intervention in nature? Thank you for watching.